Yo, what up? This is your all shook up. Just gonna show you guys a really fun, strong, hard hitting build. Um, I, I mean, I was literally farming this for so long, and then during my stream, a guy named John Wick decided to pretty much make me go forward and spec out this build. This has got to be one of the funnest builds, so I got to give a shout out to John Wick. Um, you know, that's why I named the build John Wick build, because he encouraged me to continue farming this and to really make a build, and I'm glad he did, because I have so much fun with this build. You guys can see me live stream this build. You can see all the 1vxing and 2vxing, 3vxing. Most of the time I don't play with more than 4, which there's nothing wrong with that, but typically with my schedule and stuff, it's hard to play with my friends, so I just kind of always be solo bolo out here. But let's get into the build. So first we'll go this build's actually insane. So for the character sheet, 913 recovery, 944. It goes up though to about 1500, and that's pretty much all you really need. 5297 weapon damage, 7889 physical penetration. The weapon damage doesn't seem high, but I do have a lot of stamina for a Warden, and it hits pretty hard, and my resistances are pretty good, so it's pretty tanky. And because the set I'm wearing, it really is, it hits. And then I'm using the increase your weapon damage, Munda Stone, the warrior, and my food is bewitched sugar skulls, so which is kind of nice. I got more health recovery than stamina magicka recovery, which is funny, but this set really works. So let's get into the sets. And of course it is Essence Thief. This thing is ridiculous. Now I'm using a maul because I don't have the sword, but I think I might stick with the maul for that extra penetration. You guys already know Essence Thief, max stam, weapon, spell damage, dealing damage with a light or heavy attack essence from an enemy that pulls near. Then for 5 seconds, drawing from the pool heals you for 4,392 health, restores 4,306 stamina, and increases your damage done by 10% for 10 seconds. A pool can be... Dude, this right here is gotta be one of the funnest things I ever played. By far, this is easily the funnest set I ever used in this game. This is now my favorite build. This thing hits so hard, and when you get that health pull and that restore, dude, you could run low, literally low recovery, and I don't have to worry about my tankiness. I'm healing because this thing already heals like crazy, so it becomes real hard to kill, and you hit extremely hard, and it's pretty fun. And then good old Wretched Vitality to get those that stamina recovery up, which definitely helps. I mean, you can't go wrong with this set. And then I use Balorgs. Now this can be switched out kind of, you could go to Blood Spawn if you're having a hard time. You could even go to Storm Fist just to throw some people off, add a little bit more physical damage, or you can go when you break free causes and you get some damage out of this by the max stam. And then you also can get some for, everybody you fear. So there's some... This one also too, when you break free, I like this one. This one is a good one. Oh, that's the same set. No, which one? Where is it? When you right here. When you are fully moved via pull, this one gives you a damage shield. But I like Balorgs. It's probably the best one in my opinion. And then, so I run it like this: back bar Wretched, front bar Essence, Balorg medium, Wretched Vitality, chest heavy, Balorg, what is that? Heavy, medium, Essence. I need to make this gold, but so you get a little bit more tankiness once this is gold, and then you get heavy hands, heavy legs, light feet, Now I could switch these ones, like I can make this heavy, light hands, and then heavy, but I just did it this way, just doesn't really, I guess if I were really want to mid-max this build, I would change that around. But then I use tri-stat glyphs on all of them except waist, shoulders, and yeah, we're just waist and shoulders, get that little extra damage. I just run whatever. These, doesn't really make a difference. Sometimes I'll like this one because it says applies creep, revenge, health, hinders to your target, dealing 863 damage per second and reducing movement speed by 40%. So, it kind of helps me line up the beetles. And then let's go to the, Then I also have the necklace, Essence Thief. I run one Swift. The Orc is pretty fast. And then Mark of Majesty. Now you can use Saint Seducer, but I still like this one because of that 230, 2,314 armor and that 200 weapon spell damage for the healing, and then ring infused with some magicka recovery. This little 134 kind of helps. So that's how I run that. Now, if you have zero issues, sometimes I'm thinking I could just go more damage because I could sustain pretty well with this already. And then for the skills, obviously the skills don't change much, but we have Bird of Prey, Lotus Blossom, Dizzy Swing, Executioner, Deep Fissure, and then Dawnbreaker. Now you could switch out. I've been trying Bunk. Northern Storm's always like insanely powerful, so you could obviously use that. I like Dawnbreaker. I just like hitting people on the head when it works. And then we got Resolving Vigor, Polar Wind, Blue Betty this time because I could just heavy attack to get resources for green, and this just seems to come in clutch when I could spam this and get a lot of magicka and then heal. And then Ice Fortress and Living Trellis, and then Spell Wall. This thing comes in clutch when you're getting jumped on. So, and then like I said, I'm an Orc. I would recommend either Orc or Imperial for this build, just because the Orc it really does that sprint movement speed. For the champion points, we got let's see. Dude, this thing, I don't know why that wasn't. And let's confirm that. So I've been slapping people around with that not being in. I highly doubt that. So we got Exploiter, increases your damage done against off balance enemies by 2%. This thing hits hard, like extremely hard. I love this thing right here, dude. It pairs very well with the Essence Thief, and thanks to John Wick. Masters in Arms, I like this one because it just increases your direct damage, reducing your damage taken by direct damage, because Sorks, they hit pretty hard, so when they're focusing you and you're getting direct damage, I feel like this really helps. And then Untamed Aggression, just for the healing. You could switch this out with other skills. You don't have to use this one, but I personally like that. And then let's go to this tree. This one didn't really change. This Celerity, Survival Instincts, Pain's Refuge, Sustained by Suffering. I always felt like these are the best. So, especially helps with your sustain on that one. And then this tree doesn't really matter. I don't even know what I have. Liquid Efficiency. You want that. That's for sure. And Gift Rider. Steed, yeah. I would say this is about what I use. I guess I could might as well add that while we're here. But yeah, this build, if you guys want to see it live, this thing is insane. And the potions I like to run are pretty basic. It's just tri-stat potions. But like I said, this build is it's absolute, and it's so fun to play. I don't know why. Like, it's like you could just stand there and where's all these? You could stand there. This little, it's so easy for, watch how fast this thing activates. Boom, one hit. And then you get that, and like you're healing and everything. Dude, this gotta be one of my favorite builds. I'll be streaming. I'm gonna be running this build. It could be the sleeped in build, to be honest. This is easily one of my favorite builds. So I definitely appreciate the support, appreciate everybody, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.